everybody, welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, we have lost another musical genius. We have lost Clem Burke. He was the drummer for Blondie, and he actually died of cancer at the age of 70, and it is such a shame. We seem to be losing so many great artists lately. Just in the last couple of months, we've lost a bunch of different people, and it's just absolutely heartbreaking to see more of these people that we knew so well from the 1970s and 1980s just now passing on. And at 70 years old, he was not very old, and he was a magnificent drummer. I always really enjoyed watching him. He was always full of energy, and he was just very, very energetic, and I really liked that about him a lot. So today we're actually going to do a song from Blondie. We're going to do one of my favorite songs by Blondie, which is Dreaming, because the drums in this song are really key to the success of this song, I think. All right, so let's get right into it. I think this came out in 78 or 79. I'm not 100% sure, so you guys maybe can tell me in the comments what year this actually did come out. Here we go. Dreaming by Blondie. There he is. So right there, you can see the energy coming off of him. He was such an amazing drummer. And at one point you can see in this video, he actually got right up off his seat and he was playing. And it's just, I always really loved watching him play. He's one of the most kind of energetic kind of drummers. Now, he really was influenced by drummers like Ringo Starr and Keith Moon. And you can really kind of see where that Keith Moon especially really comes into play here. Again, another really active kind of drummer, but he is so good. I just love this song too, and he's probably the main reason why. I mean, besides Debbie Harry's amazing vocals on this song, of course, but the drums are so hard, and he used to play so hard, so intensely, and I loved that about him. He was so great. And you know, he is one of only 3 people who played on every single Blondie album, and that is, of course, Debbie Harry and Chris Stein are the other 2. He was there right from the beginning. He joined in 1975, and even though they broke up, he came back with them, together with them, and he ended up playing on every single album. And it is a lot of albums. A lot of the stuff that they did went right up into the 2000s, like I think 2017, maybe even another album after that. I can't remember exactly, but I know they had an album out in 2017. So an absolutely massively long career, and he was there for every single album, even though they did break up for a little while. But when they were broken up, he actually did a whole bunch of different stuff. He would do a lot of different guest kind of appearances. He played for the Eurythmics, and he played for Bob Dylan, and he actually played for the Go-Go's actually a couple of times as well. And he was in the Ramones for a brief period of time, and he was known as Elvis Ramone. And he also did a stint playing for the Romantics back in the day. So while there was a hiatus from Blondie, he did a ton of different things. He showed up everywhere, because I'm sure that a drummer like him with so much charisma was really probably sought after. Anyway, really big loss, and at such a young age. 70 is just not that old. All right, let's rewind this a wee bit. You know, right from the very beginning of that song, it started off with him doing that drum solo, just rolling over that entire drum kit, and he just set the whole stage for that fantastic song. It is such a great song. Blondie is such a fantastic band. Back in the day, they could do almost anything. They were just so great and so influential, and a band that I always loved, and Clem was a big part of that. His drumming was just amazing, and I'm really sad that he is gone today. I was really shocked when I heard. Actually, Wayne had told me that he had passed away, and Wayne, thank you for letting me know. And I couldn't believe it, because he just seemed to be one of those guys that was sort of eternally young. And when I heard that he had passed from cancer, I was really quite sad and shocked about that. Anyway, they've left us some absolute gems, and that was a great one to watch him. The drumming performance he did in that particular song was just off the charts. Anyway, he will be very much missed, and I hope you guys all really enjoyed that video. Okay, everyone, have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.